Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Eric's heart attack, Carter and Hope's scheme ends tragically. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, and Hope Logan's, Annika Noel, scheme has backfired. Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, alerted Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, who gets Justin Barber, Aaron D. Spears, to clean up Carter's mess. However, there could be more aftershocks. Could Eric Forrester, John McCook, have a heart attack after learning of Carter and Hope's stunning betrayal? Keep reading and let's talk about what could happen next in this storyline. B&B spoilers reveal that Carter was already feeling dismissed by Forrester Creations. Then, when Hope got fired, that just gave Carter an even bigger reason to go after what he wanted. Carter was the one who came up with the LLC scheme. However, when Carter had second thoughts, Hope was there each time to push him to the dark side. Fans watched as Brooke overheard Carter and Hope talking about their plan to take over Forrester Creations. Brooke went to warn Ridge, but asked some probing questions first. When Brooke was able to mention things that Ridge never discussed with her, that's when the bomb dropped. Brooke told Ridge that he shouldn't have trusted Carter and about the scheme. During the week of November 25, Ridge blows up at Brooke over Hope and Carter's scheme. In a preview clip, Ridge seems to blame Brooke for her daughter's actions. Then Ridge confronts Carter. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Ridge ends up calling Justin to help clean up Carter's mess. This storyline seems to be wrapping up rather quickly, which is unusual for soaps, especially bold. So it makes me wonder if something else might happen. It is interesting that Ridge would trust Justin. While Justin earned redemption with Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, Ridge has never trusted either of them. Is it possible that once Eric learns about Carter and Hope's takeover attempt, he could be so shocked he has a heart attack? Eric just got over one health situation. In fact, Eric died and went to the other side, then came back. While Eric is healthier than he's been in years, that doesn't mean his heart can take this kind of shock. Eric takes loyalty pretty seriously, but he's also very forgiving. Eric already forgave Carter for what happened with Quinn Fuller Forrester, Rena Sofer. One would think that would be unforgivable. Moving forward, could Carter and Hope's double betrayal lead to unexpected tragedy for the Forrester family? The Forrester estate had always been a hub of drama, but the stakes had never been higher than they were now. Eric Forrester, the patriarch of the family, was fighting battles on multiple fronts. His lingering health issues, his strained relationship with Ridge, and the tension surrounding his legacy were taking a toll. But no one foresaw the devastating turn his life was about to take, or how the fallout would ripple through the lives of everyone connected to him. Eric's silent struggle. Eric had always been a man of dignity, someone who believed in strength through adversity. However, he was no longer the young designer who could pull all-nighters in the studio. The chest pains that had started as a mild discomfort were now frequent and alarming. Even though he had a doctor's appointment scheduled, Eric brushed off the urgency. "I can't step away now," he muttered to himself, staring at the sketches of a new couture line he hoped would secure the Forrester legacy. Eric had been keeping the truth from everyone, including Donna, who had noticed his recent lethargy. "Eric, are you sure you're okay?" she asked one evening, her voice tinged with concern. "You've been working too hard." "I'm fine, darling," Eric said, forcing a reassuring smile. But deep inside, he wasn't fine at all. Carter and Hope's risky plan. Meanwhile, Carter Walton and Hope Logan were hatching a plan that could upend the Forrester empire. Hope had grown increasingly frustrated with her inability to wrest control of her fashion line from Steffi and Ridge. She needed an ally, someone with insider knowledge and enough sway to tilt the scales in her favor. Carter, still nursing a grudge over his tumultuous history with the Forresters, seemed like the perfect partner in crime. The scheme was simple. Use Carter's influence as COO to gain access to Eric's private files and undermine Steffi's grip on the business. Carter was hesitant at first, but Hope's passion was infectious. "We're not just doing this for ourselves," she insisted. "We're protecting what's ours. The Forresters have taken enough from both of us." Carter eventually relented, believing they could pull off their plan without causing irreparable damage. What neither of them anticipated was how their actions would set off a chain reaction of events that would end in tragedy. The breaking point. It all came to a head during a heated meeting at Forrester Creations. Eric, already on edge from his worsening health, had been reviewing the latest sales reports when he stumbled upon discrepancies. Files were missing, and sensitive information had been leaked to a rival company. His instincts told him it was an inside job. Rich, who had been at odds with Eric over creative differences, was quick to accuse. "Dad, you've been too trusting. Someone's exploiting your kindness." Eric slammed his hand on the table, his voice rising. "This is my company, Ridge, my legacy, and I won't let anyone tear it apart." As the argument escalated, Eric's vision blurred, and the room spun. Clutching his chest, he collapsed to the floor, gasping for air. Donna screamed, rushing to his side. "Eric, stay with me." An ambulance was called, and as the paramedics worked to stabilize him, the gravity of the situation sank in. Eric Forrester had suffered a massive heart attack. Guilt and consequences. The fallout was immediate. Hope and Carter's scheme was exposed, and the repercussions were swift and unforgiving. Steffi and Ridge were livid, feeling betrayed by Carter, who had been a trusted confidant. "How could you do this to us?" Steffi demanded, her voice shaking with rage. "You are family." Carter, visibly shaken, tried to explain. "It wasn't about hurting anyone. Hi, we thought we were doing what was best." "What's best?" Ridge thundered. "You nearly killed my father." Hope, standing beside Carter, was uncharacteristically silent. Her guilt was overwhelming, and no amount of justification could erase the damage done. She had jeopardized not only her career, but also the life of the man who had always supported her dreams. A tragic end. As Eric lay in a hospital bed, surrounded by monitors and the steady beep of machines, Donna refused to leave his side. She held his hand tightly, whispering words of love and encouragement. But Eric's condition remained critical, and the doctors were grim in their prognosis. "He's a fighter," the lead doctor told the family. "But his heart is very weak. The next 24 hours are crucial." Back at Forrester Creations, the atmosphere was somber. Ridge and Steffi were working tirelessly to salvage the company's reputation, but their hearts weren't in it. The family was fractured, and the weight of Eric's condition hung heavily over them. Carter and Hope, ostracized and consumed by guilt, faced uncertain futures. Carter tendered his resignation, knowing he could never regain the trust of the Forrester family. Hope, devastated by the realization of what her ambition had cost, returned home to Liam, unsure if their marriage could survive the fallout. Redemption and reflection. In the days that followed, the Forrester family rallied together, setting aside their differences to support Eric. Ridge and Donna shared a rare moment of unity, holding vigil by Eric's bedside. Steffi, usually composed and strong, broke down in tears, confessing to Taylor that she feared losing her grandfather. For Carter and Hope, redemption seemed out of reach. But in a surprising twist, it was Eric himself who extended an olive branch. Upon regaining consciousness, he requested to see them both. "I don't condone what you did," Eric said weakly, his voice barely above a whisper. But this family, we've always found a way to forgive. Use this as a lesson. Build something better. Tears streamed down Hope's face as she nodded. Carter, overcome with emotion, promised to make amends. Moving forward. Though the road ahead was uncertain, Eric's words served as a catalyst for healing. The Forrester family began to rebuild with a renewed focus on love, unity, and resilience. Eric, though forever changed by his near-death experience, remained the heart of the family, a reminder of the strength that comes from forgiveness and the enduring power of legacy. For Hope and Carter, the journey was far from over. But in the ashes of their scheme, they found a chance to start anew, proving that even in the darkest of times, there's hope for redemption.